I am an interviewer with a six-figure salary, but in reality, I am a master thief. Using my headhunter identity, I specifically target corporate executives and successful individuals, with flawless coordination between my accomplices and me. In mere minutes, we can obtain priceless paintings. And the reason I do this is to sustain my wife's extravagant lifestyle. Mansions worth tens of millions are bought on a whim. Her walk, in closet filled with designer clothes and handbags. A different outfit every day. When my wife wanted to open an art gallery, I didn't hesitate. Hundreds of thousands of euros for renovations were transferred instantly. My excessive devotion stemmed from deep-seated insecurity. At just 5'6", I felt unworthy of my tall wife. Even kissing required me to stand on tiptoes. Money became my sole purpose in life, but my wife wants children. At our current standard of living, I simply can't afford it, so I planned a big heist. Soon, my chance arrived. The target was a man named Cross, a major client of Shizi Gallery. While cleaning out his ancestral home, he discovered a priceless painting from his grandmother's collection, valued at 80 million euros. I approached him as a headhunter, but he showed no interest. Only out of consideration for my wife did I reluctantly exchange contact details. I then consulted my accomplices on a plan. The tricky part was, we only knew Cross's approximate address. Nothing else was certain. Where was the painting hidden? Was the house secured? Could there be secret rooms? All remained unknown. Fortunately, I secured a meeting with Cross. Roger used casual conversation to break the ice. During our conversation, I successfully extracted Cross's detailed personal information. Then, while he was away, with my partner's coordination, I smoothly entered his house. The precious masterpiece was covered by a blanket. I immediately pulled out my toolkit, retrieved the painting, and slipped the prepared forgery into its place. Finally, I returned everything to its original spot. Just as I prepared to leave, a child's laughter drifted in from outside the window. I'd once dreamed of having a child with my wife, but past concerns had kept that wish unfulfilled. Now was the time to make it real. I pulled out my phone to call her, only to hear a familiar ringtone echo through the room. Then, amid the tangled sheets, I found that phone. I loved my wife so much, yet she had been cheating on me. Even stranger, my accomplice lay unconscious in my car. I slapped him, trying to rouse him, but he showed no response. I hurried back to the driver's seat, and found the painting still there. Clearly, the killer wasn't after money. The moment I sat down, a sharp pain shot through me. Turns out the killer's real target wasn't him, but me. I drove out to the countryside, finally managed to push the body into the lake, only to discover in shock that the corpse, which should have sunk to the bottom, had come back to life.